So it has been 1 week since that massive water main break in the Bronx, and residents they are still dealing with the aftermath.
More affordable housing coming to the Bronx as well as part of the City of Yes plan. Joining us this morning to discuss that and more in the Boogie Down Bronx, Borough President Vanessa Gibson. So great to have you here as always.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays.
And happy holidays to you. I know
Thank
it's the
you.
holiday week, so appreciate you still coming in, you know.
Of course.
Let's begin with a story that's on a lot of people's minds, and that is the situation that unfolded on the subway. Now, I know it wasn't the Bronx, where this woman was set on fire allegedly by another person. They found the suspect real quick, but it's really kind of widening this conversation once again of what needs to take place in the subways when it comes to safety, mental health, and the crisis there as well. What are your thoughts here?
Very disturbing and painful to watch, to see someone being lit and just burning to death. It's horrible for any New Yorker, for any human being, and my heart goes out to the family. And understanding that this is a sad reminder of the challenges we face in our subway system. We have deployed a lot of services and resources, but it's still not enough. There are many unsheltered individuals that sleep on the subway for shelter. It's the wintertime, it's cold. And also we have a lot of individuals with mental health challenges that need to be addressed. Now, I know that the stories have said this individual was apparently a part of the migrant population. And if that is the case, he should be associated with a location, a facility, where he should be getting the help through a non-for-profit or a service provider. So I think this individual case sheds light on the larger conversation around mental health resources and really wraparound services. Unsheltered individuals need assistance, but also individuals that are riding on the subway. It's not acceptable for anyone.
What does it take to get it done, right? Because yes, they put more security in the subway, more police officers. The governor just had more National Guard. The MTA came out saying, look, we have cameras, and that's why we're able to catch this guy so quickly. But the mental health component is something that's been talked about really
consistently,
beaten to a pulp. And so it's like, when does it actually happen?
I'd say it's been a call to action for a long time, and with a lot of the street outreach teams by DSS in the city, where individuals are going on trains and they are licensed counselors and social workers, we have to get these individuals before they commit a crime. That's the challenge, getting them into programs through mandates and other forms of just getting them into services really is the issue, because once this individual is arrested, who knows what services he will get in the criminal justice system as compared to a mental health therapeutic service.
Right, and just last week, the 70-year-old man pushed onto the subway tracks.
That's
in this case, thankfully, the person was apprehended.
Yes.
Going back to that large water main break on Webster Avenue, we understand the Red Cross is helping out those residents. At this point, have all of those apartments been restored with their power?
So we still have a few more buildings left, and it's really the access to the buildings by landlords and property owners. I will give credit to NYSM, FDNY Buildings, DOT, Parks, Sanitation. It was a Herculean effort last Monday. A 48-inch pipe burst on Webster Avenue, and from 204 to Bedford Park, all the streets, debris, trees fallen, cars submerged in water, flooded basements. SBS, we've been going out canvassing to the businesses and the residents, losing power, losing, gas and water. No one wants to do that during the holidays. No one wants to endure that. But a majority of the restoration has happened, water and power. There are a few buildings left, and today the American Red Cross will be on site giving out lunch at 12 o'clock and dinner at 5 o'clock to residents.
We know it was a huge pipe, but an old one, over 100 years
aging
old.
Infrastructure.
Yes. So at this point, is there talks to replace it, and how long could that take?
So I believe the city is going through a process now with DEP to look at the infrastructure itself and the age of the pipe, if it can be repaired or does it need to be replaced. But I've said many times, this is not the first water main break we've had in the Bronx. I've said that interagency coordination is necessary to look at all of our water pipes that are underground. We shouldn't wait until there's a burst before we act. We have to be preventative.
The folks who are out, are they going to be back in time for Christmas?
I hope so. I mean, that's 2 days away. My hope is the few buildings, I think it's 2 or 3 that are left. We're working as hard as we can. Every day there is more progress made. We will check in again with NYSM today.
I want to get your thoughts right now. It's a big weekend in terms of news of what's happening at the NYPD and a shakeup there with the leadership and Marjorie resigning after some allegations were made against him, sexual allegations made against him. Your thoughts on some of the changes that are taking place and the allegations?
Very alarming and very disturbing about Lieutenant Epps and what she may have been subjected to. It is just unacceptable for any member of the service, and is certainly a chief of department who has risen to the level of overseeing all of our uniformed members of service. Commissioner Jessica Tisch has a real responsibility, and as the new commissioner, I think New Yorkers expect accountability and efficiency and professionalism from NYPD, both at the top as well as all of our uniformed members. She is tasked to clean up house, and I think that's what she's going to do. These allegations are very serious. It has to go through the process and investigation. She's also changed leadership at IEB and really looking at overtime. When I was in the city council, we talked about overtime at the department. At that time, it was about $600 million. And I realize, again, we don't have enough officers, and the officers on the ground when it comes to large-scale events. You deploy officers when it's certain holidays and other events. I understand that. But we also have to get a handle on overtime. And to me, overtime goes through an approval process. So what happened? And so she's going to take a very thoughtful and really thorough look at this particular case, but overall the entire system when it comes to overtime.
Right. Before we let you go, another big story. It's been on everybody's mind for weeks now. Drones.
Drones.
Have we seen them in the Bronx?
Yes, we have seen them in parts of the East Bronx, along the South Bronx near Yankee Stadium. People have called. They were worried, like, what is a drone doing in my neighborhood? The governor came out with a statement. Senator Schumer came out with a statement, and we're looking to see leadership from the FAA. I know they have put limitations now on certain areas within our city. We want to make sure the Bronx is supported and protected. Staten Island was yelling. We're yelling as well, because it's dangerous. You don't want to be surveilled. You don't know what is in these drones and what the purpose is. So there has to be oversight from the federal government.
Any suspicions? Do you think you know what it is?
I do not know.
Okay.
I wish.
All right.
It's Santa's elves dropping off some gifts.
Maybe.
Well, we like gifts. Happy holidays, but we can find a better way.
Yes. Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson, happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.
Thank you for
yes.
being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.